Okay, so I'm gonna be trying something new here. You see, I got this and a black light bulb that's got a black old school incandescent light bulb. Yes, it's hot, and yes, I burnt my leg on it already. And here we got an old school lava lamp, but it's more like a glitter lamp. I just got an old school light bulb to put in, and so and behind there actually I also have this little fake plant here to make it look like a little bit of scenery. It actually kind of looks like so cool. I gotta take a picture of this after. So what am I actually here to talk about now? I guess is the question you're asking after this ramble. What I'm here to talk about is the concept of free will and determinism and how that factors into having or not having a soul, and if we humans are simply just molecules bashing around, deterministic creatures without any sense or purpose in the world, and nobody's responsible for anything. You have to do everything you do every second that you did it.
It doesn't take faith, but thank you for admitting. Into a
good opportunity.
You did straw man.
So say you should not have talked to me that way, which means I'm holding you responsible. You did something with your personality.
We have a personhood. We have a self.
Right at the start.
Okay.
Right. We would
then we have a soul. If you're going to decide that a soul is just the self that we experience as our purely material self, then fine. We have a soul. If that's what it means, a purely material, physical experience of the physical world, great. I have a soul. Why would we not choose? With or without a God, we still have a creative mind. But misrepresent me. I did not remotely in any way imply that popularity determines truth. These guys are deliberately misrepresenting me. I did not mean anything like that, and that is clear. I said that nobody, zero, nobody would respect the thing that you said.
You know, I love Aaron Ra. He is amazing at what he does, and he is so smart, but the man's got a temper. And whenever he starts shouting, he just loses, like, so much respect. And, like, it's just not a good look for your argument. Honestly, like, you just sound like you're yelling at this person, and it just kind of feels terrible. Like, if I was in your shoes and I was on the other side, I'd be actually scared of you. And I feel like that is the bigger problem that I have with you, is that you're so passionate about what is honestly some of the most mundane things. Whether we have or don't have libertarian free will, it doesn't actually matter. The idea that these people talk about, oh, if we were just chemicals bouncing around in our brains and we didn't have a soul or a will, we wouldn't be able to act, we wouldn't be endowed by gods, we would just be simple animals. That is our consciousness. After all, we are simple animals, and consciousness is a series of chemical reactions. The baby that sticks his hand or sticks his finger into the socket and realizes, hey, that's goddamn hot, its brain will rewire itself so that it doesn't stick its finger in the goddamn socket. Or it could be told by its mother, hey, don't freaking do that, or get pulled away when the baby tries to, and then the baby might realize after a little while, maybe a year or so, that, hey, I shouldn't stick my hand in the goddamn socket. And it's not that it doesn't have the free will to make the choice to not do that. It's that it made that choice before the action actually happened. Of course we're deterministic, and the world wouldn't look any different otherwise, because if we had free will to choose, then we would have the ability to pick X or Y. But of course, every single choice we've made is dependent on choices we've made previously. It always is, and if it wouldn't, then our choices would be random anyway. That's the argument, you see. For it doesn't actually matter if we have free will or not, because we feel like we have free will, and we have this little problematic thing called sentience. Now you can argue why you have sentience or not, but it's simply the maximum, the epitome of evolution in reaction to the environment, malleability of the brain and the body. If you don't have free will and your mind is just chemicals, then your mind is just chemicals, and we lock prisoners away because maybe we can fix their chemicals via the punishment and via rehabilitation so that they don't fucking do that again, or at least get taught a basic level of sympathy and realize, hey, maybe I like my freedom as an individual, and this is what I am buying for society. If we can even get them to intellectually think that, then that's enough for the criminal to be put away. This is what the goal of jail should be, not this stupid crap that exists in the USA. Giving this argument is absolutely futile, because if you want to show that this argument works, then what you have to do is actually show that the soul exists and show what a human life would look like without it. And if you can get me to shaken baby syndrome with removing the soul, then the soul isn't real. And that is the ultimate test. This is why it makes absolutely no sense. It doesn't, free will is an illusion. Of course we don't have free will. No more than oxygen and hydrogen have the free will to not be water. We have no more free will and no less free will than the lion that chooses to go after the sickly and the young, rather than going after the strong bull.